I'm back with Saturday for October 15th, 2022. I'm the first person on this account to get to the puzzle, so no idea what to expect other than, it's a Saturday, so it's probably going to be tricky. Let's get started. Alright, that's a lot of white squares. Okay, having trouble finding an entry point. What makes the short list? Maybe etc. Father of Calypso. Calypso is a nymph in Greek myth. I'm trying to think of who. Greek or Roman myth. That could matter. Like Apollo doesn't fit. Zeus doesn't fit. Who probably would be the most likely culprits, maybe. Jupiter, of course, doesn't fit. Apollo is the same name between Greek and Roman. Neptune. Pluto is a possibility. I mean, insofar as it fits. I don't know if that's in character. Or Hades, which would be the Greek name. Both fit. Either way, we're going to need a little bit more information on that one. What if a simple dance is a two-step? Nothing to write home about. Meh. It seems like a kind of an odd one to put in right away, but I just like the CH, I guess. But, I mean, I could be entirely wrong, but we'll see. Volleyball position, it could be like a center or setter. Actually, I like setter. I think that is a volleyball position. Large storage unit. Maybe petabyte, if it's talking about computer storage. The first T of TOTY. So blank of the year. But what's the T? T of the year. I don't know. What makes clam chowder Manhattan rather than New England? I don't have the foggiest idea. I think this one probably ends in LY. Words of prohibition. Shall not. Let's put in not. Something you might get at the beach. A rock that's graded is an ore, I think. You might get color at a beach. Is that a term for getting a tan? Part of me wants to put in econocentric. I can't justify it, though. Head in the cloud sort is a space cadet. This one is probably fillable eventually. So wrong, it doesn't have to be the adjective wrong. It could be the verb, like to, if you wrong someone. Here's even more. Abbreviation. I don't know, we'll come back to that one. Certain marine herd? Do manatees travel in herd? No, I don't like it enough. A lick spittle. I think this is like a suck up. Be a pest in a way. A TV station might not earn money from a PSA. I'm not sure. Abbreviation in calculus could be sine or cos. Declaration of Innocence. Maybe it wasn't me. Boy Who Said, Sure, Charlie Brown. Maybe Linus. That's a character from Peanuts whose name fits. I'm afraid that's all I can say. Beowulf and the Aeneid are both epic poems. Warmest month in Patagonia. That's interesting. April fits. I think it's the only month that fits. That seems kind of strange. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make sense. But it's possible that I don't know what Patagonia is in reference to. That it's not like maybe it's some kind of fictional country. Or, oh no, of course, what am I talking about? It's not a fictional country. It's just asking for a Spanish language instead of English language. Titanic co-star is Leo. And of course, enero is January in Spanish. First permanent settlement, my people of European descent in what is now Utah. I don't know that many Utah cities, unfortunately. Potentially prophetic child, something son, a seventh son. Lil Baby's genre, so probably rap, because it's 3 letters, starts with an R. Home contractor specialty, probably HVAC. Renaissance era cup. I don't necessarily like PIE here. STP does look bad, but it's possible that it's 2 words. Like a lost something. Item on a janitorial cart. I don't really know. Verbal interruption, hesitation, hawing, like hemming and hawing. Word that retains its meaning when preceded by no. It's a very interesting clue. Very interesting clue. Pokemon's Gary and Ash. They're rivals. They're trainers. Unfortunately, rivals doesn't fit. I would probably be willing to take out at least it wasn't me. Maybe not epic poems. Woven as a bug catcher. Spun. Choice of one who's too hard to please. Prologue follower is Act 1. Does MIT, is their team the engineers? Seems plausible. Same is true of RPI. Choice of one who's too hard to please. Note doesn't make sense. Nope. I don't think it's really a choice. We'll come back to it. Is shocked or horrified by the image of. Jocularly. Can't something? Can't unsee. Oh, none, of course. You're too hard to please. A dustpan is on a janitorial cart. A Renaissance era cup is a codpiece. Not a cup like what you drink out of. Cup like what you protect your groin with. Certain marine herd. Okay, so some kind of pod, not a dolphin pod. Orca pod, a whale pod. Yeah, okay. Fashion trend embraced by Fendi and Versace. This looks like it wants to be athlete or athletic something. Hades looks better, the S. Loved with up. So if it's not whale pod, this could be a net. Do you spin a net? You do catch like butterflies with a net. I don't know what it would be other than whale pod. I like a D here. Although that doesn't really help me with the across. I just don't know the answer to that, I think. Although if this is a G, because it's an ing ending, this very easily could be Ogden. Keyed into, attuned. Verdant is lush. Coming down hard is hailing, right? Like precipitation is coming down hard. Loved with up, eaten up? Maybe. Yeah, okay, sure. Took a hard fall is bit it? Oh, a bug catcher, a spider's web. So let's say this is athleisure. I don't know what it means. I would conjecture that it means clothes that are meant to be worn casually but have the aesthetic of athletic clothes. The AS rules out Hades, which I'm okay with. I guess it doesn't have to be a god. It could be like a goddess and a mortal, maybe. So maybe one of the heroes. It could be true. It could be for like maybe it's Aeneas. No, Aeneas is not spelled that way. There's not enough room to put that. Also, I think that Calypso, I think, shows up in like the Odyssey. I think possibly, which would mean that she couldn't show up. She couldn't. Anyway, it's not Aeneas. I don't know why I'm bothering to prove it in another way other than just that the letters don't fit. Corp with a red umbrella implied in its logo. I don't know what that means exactly. What classic sonnets do? What are the properties of sonnets? They have 16 lines. They're squarish. They rhyme. I don't know who this NBA legend is, unfortunately. He's not legendary enough for me. Taycan and Macan. Are these like kinds of finches? Soda water? Soda bread? Maybe soda bread is a thing. Something sounds familiar about it. Maybe it's like baking soda. Could this be toy of the year, top of the year? Be a pest in a way. Is it a... I want to say Maltese? Are there dogs from Malta called Malteses? There's Maltese falcons. I don't know that much about dogs. This could be like limit, limb for limit. Not quite boiling is a simmer. They're nemesis, not rivals. A lickspittle is a yes man. Be a pest maybe is tease. Okay, and then base, something base makes sense for the clam chowder difference. Words of prohibition. It's not shall not or shalt not. Copy, perhaps. Start fishing. This corner is going to be a problem. But that's okay. We'll work on this corner again. Is there a one step? Is that even simpler than a two step? Is there such a thing as a one step? Oh boy. I thought we were doing so well, but now we're getting stuck. Organization with many overseas workers. Could this be some kind of shipping company or fishing company? Could it be Atlas? Atlas is a Titan. I sort of thought he was maybe too busy holding up the world to have any children, but the letters fit nicely. Big picture, could this be Gestalt? Is that what Gestalt means? Like sum total or something? I don't know. We'll keep it for now because I don't have anything better. But I don't think it's really helping much either way. Latin music duo. Maracas. As people have like pairs of maracas. Tricky spot to be in, question mark. Tricky, like a magic trick? Magic show, if it's one step. Ain't it so? Adherent to the motto, fortune favors the bold. A risk taker? Yeah, so let's say it's not two-step. Let's say it's one step. Let's say this is magic show. And let's say this is risk taker. Oh, God. I still don't know what this means. Matt could be wrong. Oh, could this be Hakim? That's a name. Ticks off irks. Coffee order. Americano. I still don't know it. They scan? Maybe? Classic Sonic scan? This might be Citibank? I don't know. It's odd that they just call it City, but maybe that's from Corp. Maybe that's supposed to be the hint, that they call it a Corp instead of a corporation. Something seems wrong. Pretentious display. Art. Artsy. Oh, artsiness. Something is not wrong. Warshes. I don't know what this means. Ain't it so? Am I right? I guess the CIA has overseas workers. Okay, so I thought there might be a pun with overseas, but I guess there's no pun. It's just it has workers abroad, and that's it. What makes clam chowder Manhattan rather than New England? Some kind of base. What would you use for a clam chowder base normally? I don't know how to make clam chowder. There's clams. Right. They're creamy. So maybe there is some kind of like dairy base. Maybe it's stock. Like a chicken stock. Maybe there's clam stock as the base. I'm sorry, I really don't know. Start fishing. This could mean literally fishing, or it could mean like metaphorically fishing, like trying to find an answer. Start fishing. Like set sail. Wrong. A miss? Let's put a miss because I don't have anything better. Words of prohibition. Must not. Start fishing. This doesn't look any more like a word, unfortunately. Maybe the first letter would help. Copy, perhaps. Copy is all caps for some reason. It makes me think it's like a printer command. I'm not sure. A seasonal shop is a pop-up. Here's even more. PPS, postscript. Okay. This copy could be kind of stamp. Okay, so econo-centric, it didn't make any sense anyway. So let's say it's a tomato base. Start fishing. Cart. Cast. And an imitator acts apishly. Okay, so ethnocentric is right, but something else is wrong. I hope it's just a typo, but I like magic show, stamp, Americano, pop-up, risk taker, amiss, artsiness, cast, CIA, etc., ethno. Okay, so let's look at warshes, because that doesn't... Well, the thing is that Hakim and One Step are right. What could it be other than meh? Oh, what if this is a magic shop? And they're Porsches. Okay, I guess they're cars. Okay. That was probably painful to see. 2047 isn't so bad though for a Saturday. That was both easier and harder than I thought. There were parts where I thought I was going to get really stuck, but then I just found, well, I mean, these two corners, obviously. I just found one or two things that made sense, like Magic Shop came from Maracas, and then Magic Shop plus Risk Taker helped me figure out that two-step was wrong. It worked out. It just worked out very nicely, surprisingly smooth. I shouldn't have put an econo. That was just dumb. If I had not put it in, I might have figured out tomato base sooner. I shouldn't have put it in. I didn't know what it meant because it doesn't mean anything. So yeah, that was just an error. Probably cost me some time, but that's fine. I didn't necessarily love WhalePod, but I liked that they had epic poems. Can't Unsee is fine to get in there. It wasn't me. I do wonder if this was originally a song clue. I mean, this is like crosswordy enough, the clue Declaration of Innocence with the answer, it wasn't me. But there is also a song, which I think the name is It Wasn't Me, but that might be, I mean, they only like to put in songs that were released before 1980, I guess. It would seem. So this is probably much too late to be included as a song. But that's my pet theory, is that the constructor clued it as a song clue, and Will Shortz didn't recognize the song and changed it to a normal clue. Which is fine in the grand scheme of things. It's just, considering all the song clues that do get put in. But anyway, Setter was pretty good. Petabyte, that's well clued. I got it quickly, but it could have meant any number of different things. Stuff like Ogden I didn't know, but it crossed with stuff that made a lot of sense. Even though this crossing, I didn't know either one, but both of them kind of made sense as ways to complete the words. So that's always very satisfying when you don't know a word, but you learn it just basically by pattern matching sensibly. It was a pretty decent puzzle. I don't have much more to say about it. Nice, themeless, exactly what you want to see out of a themeless. Not too much meaningless fill. None of the clues, for the most part, felt unsatisfying. Yeah, just a good puzzle all around. Nice Saturday. That's it for today.